I'm really sad that I can't be there with you in Bangkok at the moment. The reason is my wife has a very conservative, risk-averse obstetrician who said that the timing is not quite right and I might regret it if I was in Bangkok and things start happening here. So given the choice between all of you there and my wife, I've chosen the better looking one. I hope you understand. So instead of being in Bangkok, I find myself in a meeting room in Melbourne with a whole pile of props that make it look like this is my office. I've chosen specifically a picture frame, the work excellence review tripod. I've got my favourite calculator with me and my favourite accounting standards as well, all to convey an impression that I'm very important and that this is my office. So the original aim of the operational efficiency review was to look at all of the valuations that we do within Asia Pacific, who does them and how they are done, how much time is spent on them, and really get to dig down into where there was scope for increasing the extent to which we share that work around the region and reduce costs. That was the original goal. What happened during that process, of course, was that Quantify, the new worldwide valuation system, came out. And so our operational efficiency review, that the information we collected in that ended up being used as an extremely good starting point for planning the transfer of all of our plans within Asia Pacific onto that new valuation system. Look, the outcomes have been that the data collected has allowed us to plan the implementation of Quantify, and we are making big progress in that. Sheila will talk to you a lot about that in a moment. We're also able to look at the great work that's been done in India. Some years previously, they'd set up a valuation centre just to get through the sheer volume of clients that report at 31 March, and many of them every other quarter as well. So we were able to look at that. And one of the emerging things that's happening with Quantify conversion is that we're not just using Manila. We are looking at diversifying our efforts and our opportunity to use different offices and get the Indian valuation team working on some of those valuations too. Look, I think our people, particularly in offices who are working with these valuation centres for the first time, have probably been relieved that some of the fears and anxieties about using a different office have not come to be. So they might have been concerned that they wouldn't have any work to do, and they might have been concerned that the complexity of their own country's defined benefit plans were beyond anyone else other than themselves to value. But I think in working with, during the Quantify conversions at least, with say Sheila's team and increasingly Anu's team, they're discovering that their role is just different. Rather than being the doer, they end up being a detailed checker. When they get a complex defined benefit plan, they'll either be pleasantly surprised by how close the numbers match up, or they'll look at it and think, well, that's 80%, 90% of the way there. There's some tweaks there required. That certainly was the experience in Australia when we started using these teams. Bottom line is, the teams in places like India and in Manila can get to that 80–90% completion far more efficiently than anyone else can. And then that's where you get your bang for your buck in that final 10 and 20%. Oh, sorry. Hello? Oh, hi Snuggle Bunny, how are you? Oh, okay. Sorry, I've got to go. Bye.